Yes.
Welcome to Chaos Magic. Greetings, beloved poets. I am so delighted to have you here with us tonight. We have a very small group, it seems, at least to start. More people will probably be filtering in, but I'm going to give the standard. We encourage, but do not require you to bring one cover and one original piece. Other than that, you all know the drill. No hate speech, no bullshit. Love each other because loving each other is just rad. Love. It's all about the love. Um, First poet up tonight is Whisper Poet. Whisper, are you ready to bless us with some words?
Hello, my loves. Yes, I am so excited.
Hi.
Because Teresa Gallion shipped me my copy of her first book, Chasing Light. And you know, her second book, Come Egypt, just dropped. And so I'm very excited to read from this tonight. And she's going to autograph it for me when she comes here to North Carolina for the Poetry Festival in April. So I'm going to read. I have two. One is short. The other one's like a tiny little micro. All right. So this first one is called Don't Mess With Me. And I'm hearing Teresa's voice in my head as I'm going to read this. I breathe the fire of spirit. Nothing may touch me. I am the law of karma, licensed by God. Don't mess with me. My wolf pack is a sacred force. Their gaze will lock you down, eat all your negatives, howl a prayer for you. Don't mess with me. I can hold you on the tip of my finger and eat God's love at the same time. I walk in the jungle. All the animals bow. Don't mess with me. I can make the sand dance on your eyelids, balance cherry blossoms on a single strand of hair. Don't mess with me. I can spit dragon fire across the sky, fold out a red carpet between the flames. My fire is the fire of love. You cannot stop me. Don't mess with me. I rule the universe, ride the wings of eagles who wear my certificate of loyalty, a commitment to death. Don't mess with me. I am the royal whip that may paralyze your heart, bring you to your knees to perfect obedience. Don't mess with me. I can tango with a tsunami, slap it in the face, watch it purr at my feet, dissipate into nothingness. Don't mess with me. Tornadoes request permission to wreak havoc across the plains and do not move without my blessing. Don't mess with me. The light giver cometh. Bring candles of peace. Give one to your brother and your sister. Your time is running out. Don't mess with me. Teresa Gallion. And then I have this brief one, and then I'll read mine. This is called Here Lies Pain. Here lies pain. She left the door open to her heart, an invitation to infection. He pulled pain from her grasp, folded it up, buried it in the sand, pulled a rock over the grave, slit his finger, wrote in red, "Here lies pain, smothered in love." Teresa Gallion. Is that not just dope?
Yeah, spectacular. Great reads. Do you have one?
Yeah, I have one of my own. This is one that I'm still working on. I just wrote it yesterday. It's called Super Powerful. I can be a superpower for me. Let's begin with safe space. What greater accomplishment should there be than being my own safe space for me? Self-love, self-care, setting goals and inching forward until I get there. That's straight powerful dope. I want to build from there. I need to define these areas that encourage me and give me hope that I can keep rising and grow beyond my past. I am a safe space. I am a cup of hot, sweet tea with a hint of lemon zest, a coral pink and orange sunrise over water, feet scuffing the deck. I am gravy on a hot, fluffy homemade biscuit. I am slippers at the end of the day. I am grandma's clock. I am teapot whistle. I am the perfect decadent bite of my sister's creme brulee. Walking in high heels, feeling gorgeous and reveling in newfound height. I am that moment of suspended gravity on a swing, leaning forward on the edge of flight. The perfect slice of Cherokee purple with dukes on a sunbeam bread. A hot shower after a hard day's work. Perfect deviled egg. Or the perfect margarita. Or the kiss he gives coming home when you know he's glad to see you. I am the cold cloth on the back of your neck on a night of too much beer. I am steaming hot apple cider outdoors in frost with cheeks reddened in good cheer. I am homemade chicken soup with saltines served in a favorite dish. I am a full head dandelion blown in the sun to grant a wish. The smell of a fresh peeled orange, the scent of a horse's neck, a train in the distance on a quiet summer night, the heated blanket in my MRI, the romantic movie that makes me cry. I am a warm towel from the dryer. I am crispy, juicy chicken straight from the fryer. I am all that I need, I'm realizing. And these are my mantras to remember when I struggle to keep rising. I just have to remember that I am free, I am strong, and I am all that I need to be. My superpower is my ability to pick myself up and keep on being me. Whisper. Thank
What
you,
a
guys.
superpower to have, too.
Yeah, what a
great
superpower to
ending.
have indeed. That was spectacular. I'm really impressed with that. You wrote that yesterday?
Yeah,
What?
Great work.
thank you
Great
so
work.
much. I have
Nice
something
piece.
to share just real quickly, if I may.
Of course.
So of course, tomorrow is the Heart of the Artist, where Catalyst and I will interview a female poet, and we have the amazing, gifted Johnson Wilkinson. So please check that out if you can come. If not, check out the YouTube. It's The Heart of the Artist 143 on the YouTube channel. Gifted is just such a brilliant human being, and I'm so excited about us having this conversation. I know Catalyst, you are too, right? Big love on that. So there's that. But
Very much looking forward to it.
also on Sunday, I'm starting a new thing. Surprise, right? So I'm starting a new show on Sunday. It's called Rise and Rhyme. And the purpose of the show is basically to take a look back at the week, take a look at the week ahead, and just sort of breathe and give homage to the challenges we face, the good things that have happened. If anything didn't go so well, to turn lemonade into lemons into lemonade, and just sort of reflect and breathe and share poetry that sort of lifts us all up and is inspiring. It's 9 a.m. Eastern time. So I know some of you West Coast people are like, oh God, it's going to be early. But I'm hoping maybe that folks from London, like maybe Lantern Carrier, might like to come through since that one would be, I guess that would be your tea time, right? 2 p.m. is tea time-ish, maybe. So that's the new thing for Sunday. And that's going to be on Valerie Lorraine's platform, Origin of Thought. So we're going to be making up a poster, and it will be on my profile and my reels. So if that's something that you're interested in, and 9 a.m. Eastern is not too early for you, please swing through for a little bit of Rise and Rhyme with me and some coffee on Sunday morning. Thank you.
Thank you. Most excellent. Next up on the mic, we have, brace yourselves, everyone. It's Paul Skiff. Paul, will you bless us with some words?
Hi, everybody. It's nice to be here and see you all. This cover of, I guess this poem doesn't have a title. It's by one of my favorite downtown New York City poets, now departed, J.D. Reyes, from her book. Let me get that. Man Trouble, published in 1989. I hate Valentine's Day. All those stupid red hearts supposed to signify love, which is so elusive, no one even knows what it is. The only emotion I've seen around me is lust. Lust Day. Now that's a holiday I could get behind. What's with these cute little pink cupids anyway? I mean, I got a chest so punctured with red arrows, I feel like a pincushion of love. But it's dumb old St. Valentine's Day again, and here I am wondering why I ain't got anybody to stroll down these bleeding streets with, arm in arm, arrows in hearts. Don't you feel those arrows, those carved flights that strike to the quick, to the bone? Yeah, I feel them on St. Valentine's Day, a holiday for suckers to buy diamond rings and flowers. Shit, if I see another damn flower, I swear I'll puke right here. I mean, right here. I hate Valentine's Day. I hate heart-shaped chocolates and all the people who don't love me or anybody else who don't love me or anything at all. I will spend this idiotic holiday at home alone, painting Baudelaire on a leather jacket and sitting in my black chair, smoking cigarette after cigarette till I feel my throat is sore. And then I'll go out and read this poem when all I want to do is just get in bed and pull the covers over my head and play dead. Sleep away this horrible day until next year, when I will again crawl out of my lair to say once more with feeling, I hate Valentine's Day. Let's see. I have this little sort of I don't know how to characterize the subject of this. Just, routine night at home. It doesn't have a title. Hold on, let me hope I can get the right one up here. It is 7:30 at night. I am laying on my mattress. Streets away, 3 cop sirens go down. One straight, full, one falling, one whooping. The cops have their hands on their guns. Check their vests. In the building across the alley, a woman is laughing coldly. Upstairs, someone wearing high heels is mad and stomping, stabbing the floor with those heels. My TV has no picture anymore. It is on in the next room, and something about a famous playwright is on. Famous people's voices keep coming on and talking about this famous playwright. Out in the alley, someone has lighted the trash stacked up against the building on fire. It is a fire meaningless, without conflict. I am remembering riding an elevator in a hotel on Hollywood Boulevard with Billy Idol. He was carrying his dry cleaning. He had a black eye. I remember In the restaurant, in the hotel, a bagel cost $5. The left side of my face has hurt all day, and I think it is because of the growing hole in the tip of my eye tooth. That's all that's going on tonight, if you are asking, except I laugh some because the next room does not hide the TV picture. The window does not give the reason for ridicule, desperation, or meanness. The ceiling provides no explanation for anger, and I am not sure it is the tooth that hurts my face. Like, I don't know who punched Billy in the eye and gave him that black eye. That is why all this nonsense is somehow as laughable as that hole in that $5 bagel. That is why tonight is like a hole in a $5 bagel, even if it was all there. I couldn't take it seriously. And I have one more short one here. Let me get that. The tornado house splitting at seams could be a duplicate me and shred open social assumptions as personalities side effect while predatory, the peer group stripped the individual's promise. The nude pledge cannot wake up from an integrity demolition forecast where superstition flaunts its religiously conformist, notorious magnetism. How many minds are stuck to the force of believing? I made a cake to interpret your body, mouthfuls of melting cinnamon, chocolate, and mace chant the translation, convey curves and proportions shaped from syllables formed by your climax. I got locked in the thunderstorm. The water wrinkled my leisure. I am never worried, but right now wants to be different. If I let that happen, next will come last. So give me the scandalous secret I see you hide under what you taste like. What comes to suck my blood cannot see me in focus. Advantageously vigilant, my bed has a wonderful voice. So does the door on the refrigerator, and the light bulb is particularly melodious. The room's jabber calls the leech's bluff. I have glowing volcanoes harmonizing with twilight in my head. I'm 3 times visible, but in between appearance only once. I made this optical carnality from a dessert recipe. The superhero's erotic appeal came with a contractual agreement. Car driver germs do not mention antiseptic destinations. A ruthless hate cheerleader had no head between their ears. In his mind, Senator Scamocrat strangled a headline. There is no law against wanting one to be argued out loud. Hard people stand in the cold of thinking nothing is better. promise of a generation likes to externalize the smirk of conniving. Beauty and love do not make you safe from being no different. Who is more rich has a nap in futility's purpose. Why can't I run faster than time drips down the side of your mouth? Traveling without burden through this world to mingle with dust in a sunbeam. When moon hangs just below horizon, I procrastinate deciding to repeat how all the sleep for yesterday was lost, because the question of when is reluctant to request a new expectation and stir my indifferent ingredients to talk mortality. May idiocy tongues wag in no longer garble, since wisdom is now tuned to your ear. Effort has chosen another way out of practicality. Despite belief's ambition, fate did not stop being a human guess. I love my life the way forgiving smiles. Years long arrival from the sorrow trip survival. One is many times the thrive joy awakening. There is no need for antagonism, but may it make you feel better. A street noise song says, me for the sound of sun rising. No property, no car, no debt, no dependence, no social traces, no more possessions than what can be thrown out in 2 trips down the stairway. Traveling without burden through this world to mingle with dust in a sunbeam.
Wow, Paul. That's why they call you the Jedi Master. Indeed.
What? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
everybody give it up for Paul Skiff.
Oh,
That was terrific.
Wow, Paul.
thanks for taking us through the
Woo!
skiff
Man.
first.
Amazing, Paul.
Awesome.
And I have my
Indeed.
own I Hate Valentine's poem I did as a video. So I'm going to send you a link to it on Instagram and we can hate Valentine's together.
Sounds like a good plan. But little do people realize there's as many people who dis-celebrate Valentine's.
Indeed. Okay, next up. Are you ready, Bill, to grace us with some words and some music? Please unmute.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
There we go. We can hear you now.
All right. Okie doke. Okay. My cover will be a John Prine song. It's called Donald and Lydia. I'm sure most of you have heard it. It's a great song. Hope you like it. Small town, bright light, Saturday night. Pinballs and pool halls flashing their lights. Making change behind a counter in a penny arcade sat the fat girl, daughter of Virginia and Ray. Lydia, Lydia hid her thoughts like a cat behind her small eyes, sunk deep in her fat. She read romance magazines up in her room, and it felt just like Sunday on a Saturday afternoon. But dreaming just comes natural, like the first breath from a baby, like sunshine feeding daisies, like the love hidden deep in your heart. Bunk beds, shaved heads, Saturday night. A warehouse of strangers with 60-watt lights, staring through the ceiling, just wanting to be, lay one of too many, a young PFC. Donald! There were spaces between Donald and whatever he said. Strangers had forced him to live in his head. He envisioned the details of romantic scenes after midnight in the stillness of the barracks latrine. But dreaming just comes natural, like the first breath from a baby, like sunshine feeding daisies, like the love hidden deep in your heart. Hot love, cold love, no love at all. A portrait of guilt is hung on the wall. Nothing is wrong, nothing is right. Donald and Lydia made love that night. Love. They made love in the mountains, they made love in the streams, they made love in the valleys, made love in their dreams. But when they were finished, there was nothing to say, 'cause mostly they made love from 10 miles away. But dreaming just comes natural, like the first breath from a baby, like sunshine feeding daisies, like the love hidden deep in your heart, like the love hidden deep in your heart, like the love hidden deep in your heart. Oh man. Arthritic hands. Okay. Did it come across okay, the guitar and everything? Okay, good. Okay, now I'm going to do an original. I think I'll just... it's a song, I'm going to do a song that my significant other, her sister passed away due to COVID a few years ago. She lived in Manila in the Philippines. So we did this celebration of life on you know, transcontinental, Philippines, the United States, Japan, a couple where people were located. And I wrote this song for the occasion, and it's entitled Bia, that was her name, Bia and her brown butterfly. They have a tradition in the Philippines. I'm a devout atheist, so they're very Catholic, okay? Let me make that real clear. But there's a saying there that if you see a brown butterfly, a person that she passed away, that she's in a good place, if there's a brown butterfly, okay? But it was a very moving experience. But so that was my contribution to the event. I hope you like it. It was really sad. Okay. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. We love you, Bia. We miss you so. Bia, your life was filled with loneliness and pain. A life for you most unfair. But your brown butterfly appeared after you died, telling us you're now in a better place forevermore. You're now in a better place. Whatever the truth may be, this cruel world for you is now history. You're in a better place forevermore. You're now in a better place. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. We love you, Bia. We miss you so. Bia, we're saddened by your illness and your death. But your chronic pain is finally gone. We miss you deeply, dear, but your brown butterfly did appear, telling us you're now in a better place forevermore. You're now in a better place. We celebrate loving you and regret your life's vicissitudes. You're in a better place forevermore. You're now in a better place. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. We love you, Bia. We miss you so. That's it. Thank you.
Phil, right on.
Thank
Condolences,
you so much,
condolences, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like in her 60s. She was disabled. She lived a life that, I don't know. She wasn't really there with us, as far as I knew her. And she just slept all day. It was just a very sad existence, I thought. But, their beliefs are keep her alive regardless, It's just a very Catholic environment there. And that's where I grew up in Wisconsin. My parents were very Catholic, and that's why I'm so much an atheist to this day.
I feel you. My parents, my mother was very Catholic, and I am a devout agnostic.
Yes.
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 Evangelical agnostic, if you will.
Very well said. Yes. Okay.
Next up, from London, England, the one, the only Lantern Carrier. Everybody give it up. Yeah, Lantern. Bless us with some words, please.
Thank you, my brother. A Psalm of Life by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined end of way, but to act that each tomorrow finds us farther than today. Art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts, though stout and brave, still like muffled drums are beating funeral marches to the grave. In the war's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not like dumb driven cattle, be a hero in the strife. Trust no future, however pleasant, let the dead past bury its dead. Act in the living present, heart within and God o'erhead. Lives of great men all remind us we can make our lives sublime and depart and leave behind us footprints on the sand of time. Footprints that perhaps another, sailing all life's solemn main, a fallen and shipwrecked brother, seeing shall take heart again. Let us then be up and doing, with a heart for any fate, still achieving, still pursuing, learn to labor and to wait. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. And my first piece is called Nature Speaks. Beloved, I think of you like I do nature, for when the chill breeze bites my fingers, when the bleak winter forces me to hug myself and hurry my footsteps, you light a fire with your smile, dance in my memories, wrapping me gently in your warmth. In spring I touch you, your soft, warm beauty cascading the glow of cherry blossoms to my heart. They speak to me of wonder, of the sanctity of love, and I suddenly know why the petite Japanese girls have traveled so far just to gaze at your magnificence. Yes, I think of you as nature, for you blend in the iridescence of moons and stars, glistening with Andromeda, even as I am enchanted by your sweet gaze and your honeyed silence inebriate my soul. In the summer and fall of our encounters, we walk and converse, much in solitude, my favorite. For then the mind is serene, the heart soaked in the beauty of your magenta elegance, and a pageantry of sunset hues speak to me of Da Vinci's Mona, Blake's eloquence, and Levi's charm. Sometimes you give in abundance, so much more than my mother's cooking, the delectable meals, the papaya and mango juices, my favorite dumplings and peas, soul-stirring rasmalai, puddings and ice cream desserts. Then I opened my heart so I could speak to you in 1,000 ways, like flowers, like a plethora of colors in rainbows and sunsets, shimmering with the innate brilliance of the sun, paying homage to the holiness of the love that bore us all. That was one. And number two. Right. I know that your soul sings in my heart. You and I, we are both lute lovers. Our beloved, the master puppeteer who pulls the strings, while we both drink of her wine and become inebriated. I know that your soul spills tears from service, your heart soaked in a joy unspoken, lost in the agony of your spirit's fire to temper each life with mercy, even while, drunk with love, you dance to the arias of the alchemist, its symphonies soaked in your comb. I know that a Grammy, however meaningful, is not worthy of your flow and glow, like the luminance of twinkling stars, transforming the shadows with your illustrious light, equal to the morning's radiance of the sun. Woven in ebony and charisma, your sweet-scented eloquence soars on the crest of moonlit luster, harvesting purpose over ambition, a longing for a truth not only glistening in your sunlit smile, but in hearts receptive to the resplendent rays and beauty you exude. More blessings from the Most High, even as you continue to glow and blend as one in His holy or sacred name. Lantern Carrier. Thank you.
Oh yeah, everybody give it up for Lantern Carrier. That was beautiful.
Absolutely
Yeah.
gorgeous. Thank you so
Thank you, my man.
Yo,
Thank you.
Lantern, my brother.
Thank you, guys. Oh, hey, you there, Thomas?
There's
You've
Thomas.
appeared.
Speaking of Thomas Open Minds, who is the brilliant host of Open Minds Open Mic, the place to be on a Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Speaking of Thomas, he's up next on the mic. If he chooses to get back in frame and get on the mic, will you bless us with some words, Thomas?
Wait a minute. I
Yeah,
feel
what? I
like
thought it was Dre and then me.
I feel like we forgot about Dre.
Yeah, you can't
Oh,
forget about
did
Dre.
we?
Cool, I'm
Oh,
forgettable.
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
forgettable. Don't worry. Go.
Hey, no,
Oh,
you can't
I'm
forget
so
about
sorry.
Dre.
It's okay.
I have,
I'm just
I have
ribbing
so
you.
many. I have so many
I've
lines
been
going
waiting so
around.
long to say that.
I know,
Act like I
right?
forgot about Dre. Like I can't. That's all. Go ahead.
Hey, well, let me say
Can't
one
forget
Go
thing.
about
ahead,
Dre
Dre.
Day.
The Slam Jam will be coming back soon, but I'm gonna ask a request of Dre in front of all of you. Dre, would you like to help co-hosting group until we relaunch on Saturday?
Say that again one more time.
Thomas, there's no service out there. You gotta come inside.
Oh, am I getting the? I was trying to be all cool with the mountains, but I guess I got one side. I'll ask you later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go for it, Dre.
Oh,
Bless
okay.
us with some words, brother.
All right, I guess I'm going up. It's all good. Hi, everybody, all around the globe on this lovely Monday. I got two pieces for y'all. First is original from 2012. It was after the first big relationship I had. This one's called "Killing a Dead Love." In his closet, he finds a large Ziploc bag full of old love and heartache. Like the memories, the bag was just occupying space. Like a squirrel scrounging around Elm Street for nuts while autumn slowly caresses the air with a touch of coldness, he searches for the old shredder that was given to his dad a Christmas long ago. This was the first time he touched a love letter since the breakup. He takes one deep breath, plugs in the shredder, dumps the letters like alphabet soup across the futon sofa. Letter after letter, memory after memory, their fates met by way of the shredder. Each letter was a morgue of the old love, a preserved body in each letter. The countless I love yous and I miss yous, the romance between these young lovers that did not compare to the downward spiral that would soon follow. High school sweethearts turned bittersweets. The buzz cutting of shredder through heartbreak hisses through the air. Roughly halfway into the task, the shredder encounters a jam. He unplugs the shredder, forks it, cleans up the jam, plugs it back in, and continues to mow his overgrown lawn of guilt. Old messages of after-school plans, high school semis, prom, and cute puppy love kisses him goodbye before they are reduced to shreds. When he finishes, he gathers the shreds inside an old Valentine's Day heart-shaped candy box and sets it all into flames. He watches the bodies of a dead love cremate slowly, ash to ash, dust to dust. End poem. Now, last week, I presented like a hybrid of like wrestling inspired poetry in a style of a wrestling promo, but kind of poetic at the same time. And I did some thinking, digging back to my childhood, and I should have written this poem a long time ago, back when I was writing the food poems. So without further ado, this is called Pie, in the voice of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, circa 1999. Finally, The Rock has come back to Thanksgiving dinner. You see, The Rock doesn't care too much about the dinner itself. It doesn't matter if there's turkey, mashed potatoes, or gravy, or that pot of gravy monkey crap that you call green bean casserole. For all intents and purposes, The Rock says you can stuff that turkey with that pie of monkey ass, or whatever you call it, and quite frankly, it doesn't matter what you call it. Take that glob of goop, along with as much mashed taters as possible, stuff that turkey with it, turn that sumbitch sideways, move it up with gravy, and shove it straight up your candy ass. Or if you are too butthurt about that, well, The Rock says it doesn't matter if you're butthurt. The Rock wants you to do two things right now, and that's nothing and like it. Now, the most electrifying man of all sports and entertainment, the football, the jabroni bean pie, trailblazing, eyebrow-raising, smacketh down people's chapter. Came here to the people's table without a shadow of doubt for one reason and one reason only. The Rock came here for pie. It could be apple pie. It could be blueberry pie. It could be pumpkin pie. Hell, it doesn't matter what pie it could be. The Rock will consume millions and millions of calories, bite by bite by damn bite, filling up the people's stomach with that culinary miracle, then burn them off by eating my favorite pie. Tang pie. When it comes to pie, The Rock says, just bring it. But what does The Rock see? The Rock sees brownies, cheesecake, cookies, but no pie. What in the blue hell is wrong with you, you sick freak? Won't you like pie? Before you respond, shut your mouth and know your role, jabroni, and get into the people's vehicle. Let's go for a ride together. The Rock will take you down Mario Boulevard, which is on the corner of Jabroni Drive. Check you in directly into SmackDown Hotel, where you will go run on run with a great run. The Rock will proceed to run the SmackDown all over your beauty, poo, candy ass. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. Thank you.
Oh, get it, Jay.
Yeah,
Love it.
Dre, get it. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Everybody open your mics. Give some love to Dre Reyes. And now, Catalyst, confirm if I'm not mistaken, it is Thomas OpenMinds next.
Yeah, you got it. It's Thomas next. I'm gonna pass the
Okay.
headphones over.
I think I have my list down pat after that. There's
You got it down pat after that? You got the list
after
on
that
screen?
down pat.
All right, cool. Hey, so Dre, I guess my connection wasn't that good out there. I was just trying to have the mountains behind me. I wanted to look all cool and shit, right? But yeah, what I was trying to ask you is, I know we're gonna be reintroducing the Slam Jam here on Saturday soon, but until then, maybe even starting this Friday or next Friday, whatever, if you want to kind of help co-host Friday night with me, I love your energy, I love your style, I love the way you host, like just to get you back on your feet again. If you'd like to take a little co-host position on Fridays with me, the
Challenge
offer
accepted.
stands. Yeah, cool. I'll chat
Yeah.
with you about it later. All right, so check
Okay.
this out. Speaking of dope people, I see so many dope people in this room right now. Everybody's so dope, so dope. But I'm gonna have to tell y'all a story about this man named Elemental and why he thinks he's so dope. I'm gonna cover Elemental's I'm So dope. I've been dope since conception, grown from poppy seed and mama's garden, where phases turned sonnets, became smack soaked serotonin. There is no spoon pure enough to smoke blue magic in a revolutionary's body, talking that black righteous space shit. Outcasted by flicks of pens deep as Nautilus, these jellyfish infested stanzas make plankton question qualitude, introduce coordinates in leagues of killer beings, make it bubble, chemical, call it aqualung. Another QP hydroponic 16 MDM ambient metaphors dream. They'll love me in the morning after, just a bump to get over that hump day and fly your high ass to paydays. So American Gangsta, slang metric tons of Pfizer, Frank White truth recycled, repackaged, and repurposed as extremists. Malcolm's little last fix, the X in Pandora's boxes. I'm so dope. I cardiac arrest, CPR, respiratory repetition, squeezing life back into lungs while stealing it from the living. Sativa believer chasing dragons from opium dens, scorpion pen, kin to shark's fin, overdose flow. I murdered a rock, injured every rolling stone. Not named temptations, hospitalized a brick. I'm so dope, I make antidotes sick. So oxy, I'm Zanny nose candy, soft as cyanide's kiss with methadone methods, thinking Heisenberg, Klonopin trails on chemtrails. I've been hailed the most addictive. I'm so dope. Oxytocin potency, spit dopamine. I'm dope. I'm dope. I'm mean. Fresh off the fentanyl patch with a reckless, restless tongue. Call it plug. Don't ever think you can throw words at wizards who bleed morphine, sweat cocoa leaves, and dreaming CCs of alchemy. I'm so dope with it. I give the hopeless a fearless voice that's just as dope as the ancestors hoped. Big ups to fucking Elemental on that one. And with that said, my second piece is an
Wow.
original.
Sorry, but wow. Have to
I,
interrupt. That was amazing. Amazing read of an amazing poem.
right?
Great, great read. Just a spectacular poem.
I love that. He read it. I heard it once, and I'm like, bro, like, can I cover that on Chaos Magic? He's like, yeah, check your email. Like Elemental's so dope. Like that's how dope he
Yeah,
is, right?
he's so dope.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, could I cover that? He's like, yeah, check your email. And like 2 minutes later, blink at the email. I was like, bet, I fucking love you, brother. Yeah, that was fun reading it too, because I didn't want to read it until just now, right? So it was fresh. So this other one is about the other dopest person that I know of. Y'all know her as Catalyst, but I know her as Jessica, my beautiful wife, the co-host of tonight. This one's called Jessica. You so cool. I only wish the best for you, my stony dear sweet Jessica. I think it's pretty fucking dope watching you float around so high like the ground is a lie. Not even there, swimming in thin air. Do I dare request a kiss with the minimal amount of minerals in my mouth? So often circles of hearts surround me. Your softened vocals and parts ground me. No joke. It's so damn cool the way you move. I toke hits and slam fuel made with bits of your groove. You always seem to prove to me a few Sunday dreams grew in me. Thanks to you, blanks I drew became clear. Regain, sightseer whenever you came near. Clever, cool, witty, smart, never drool, pretty heart. Your art is amazing. The way you rearrange things, no bore owl smart, blazing the sayings true strange brings. Digging bones from the earth, you stuff 'em in your purse. Picking stones, some only the worth, the rebirth from you. Always score purrs from our furry kids. Hurry, it's time for some bliss that this rhyme is meant to get. So please fly by and swoop in with your sexy lips. Ah, I wrote that last line inside Get a Kiss every time. Thanks, y'all. Been Thomas Open Minds. Yeah, man. Big ups to everybody who's here. I love you all. Thanks for taking Open Minds to what it is. Shout outs to everybody. Yeah, just be love, see love, and yeah, everywhere, everyone, everywhere, all at once. We love you all. Peace.
Cheers, Thomas. Everybody open your mics. Give some love to Thomas Open Minds.
Yeah, Thomas.
Yeah.
No, you don't end it like that, Catalyst. We was talking the other night, bro. Oh wow.
Okay, I see him pop in here. Next up on the mic, we have the estimable, the wonderful, the good friend of mine and yours, Nemo Sum. Will you bless us with some words, please?
Thank you, Megas. It's wonderful to be here and hear all the magic that happens every time. So, I am going to read a poem by Leonard Cohen that I encountered when I was a young man, dealing with turning into being an adult while at the same time losing my dad. And this song really hit me. This is The Captain by Leonard Cohen. Now the captain called me to his bed. He fumbled for my hand. Take these silver bars, he said. I'm giving you command. Command of what? There's no one here. There's only you and me. All the rest are dead or in retreat with the enemy. Complain, complain. That's all you've done ever since we lost. If it's not the crucifixion, then it's the Holocaust. May Christ have mercy on your soul for making such a joke amid these hearts that burn like coal and the flesh that rose like smoke. I know that you have suffered, lad, but suffer this a while. Whatever makes a soldier sad will make a killer smile. I'm leaving, Captain, and I've got to go. There's blood upon your hand. But tell me, Captain, if you know of a decent place to stand. There is no decent place to stand in a massacre. But if a woman take your hand, then go and stand with her. I left a wife in Tennessee and a baby in Saigon. I risked my life, but not to hear some country western song. Ah, but if you cannot raise your love to a very high degree, then you're just the man I've been thinking of. So come and stand with me. Your standing days are done, I cried. You'll rally me no more. I don't even know what side we fought on or what for. I'm on the side that's always lost, against the side of heaven. I'm on the side of snake eyes tossed against the side of seven. And I've read the Bill of Human Rights, and some of it was true. But there wasn't any burden left, so I'm laying it on you. Now the captain, he was dying. but the captain wasn't hurt. The silver bars were in my hand. I pinned them to my shirt. And this is new ink. I'm still working on it. The witch doctor shakes, standing by the dying fire, and wonders what value he has when his staff has broken, when the dust in his bag was long ago spent. No farmer, miller, smith, or haberdasher, he cannot count more than the holy numbers. He doesn't know how to calm a horse or weave a basket. He isn't the best dancer in town, and he's only ever read scripture. He's never dug a ditch or bound a wound, never carried water from the well, never baked bread. He has never circled his opponent with a bronze sword clutched in his iron grip, waiting for the metallic tang of blood in his teeth. The witch doctor trembles, standing by the dying fire, and wonders what value he has now that his staff is broken and the dust in his bag was long ago spent. Thank you.
Very powerful.
Yeah, Nemo.
Thank you so
Wow.
much.
Great pieces. Great choice for the Leonard Cohen piece. Inspired work on your part. Everybody open your mics. Please give some love to Nemo Sum.
Nemo Sum!
Nemo Sum! Okay, next up on the mic, I'm delighted to see Olivia back with us again. Olivia, would you bless us with some words?
I will. Thank you, Magus.
So happy to have you here.
Glad to make it back. Yeah, I had a great time last week. You guys are awesome. And I realized I needed to bring a cover. So the poem I'm reading first is by a poet named Musab Abu Toha. He's a Palestinian poet. For those of you who have seen my Instagram, I'm very devoted to freeing Palestine, and a lot of my spoken word performances here in town are dedicated to Palestine. So I thought I'd read a cover by a Palestinian poet. This is called Death Before Birth. A pallid smile on the face of the sky. A nightingale departs the wet earth to start its day, looking for seeds to eat. A drop of cold water falls from its beak onto a lazy snail. Everything is in motion. The air, the branches on the trees, an apple falls. The sound of a drone intrudes violently. It fails to move on and leaves us alone for some seconds, refuses to listen to music or the whistling of the birds. People die. Others are born. For us, the fear of dying before living haunts us while we are still in our mother's wombs. I encourage you all to read his poetry. And for my originals, I was gonna read some poetry. I've been processing some brain tumor stuff. It's coming up on a year since my surgery, so I've been writing some things about that. This first one's really, really short. It's the first 30 thoughts I had following the sentence, "You have a brain tumor." Well, that explains the seizures then. Hey, maybe I'll get a chance to die from all of this. I can't say that out loud, but ask if it looks like cancer. Damn, I really hope it's cancer. Fuck, my poor mother. Maybe my father and I will bond over this. I wonder which one of our tumors will kill us first. Fuck, my poor father. I hope he lets me ask the doctor questions without interrupting me. This has to be so painful for them. I wish this wasn't so painful for them. At least now people will actually believe I didn't try to kill myself this time. How long has it been there? Will I need emergency surgery? Will I lose cognitive functioning? Maybe the surgery will kill me. Ask about the risk of surgery. Ask the things my father will want to know before he interrupts me. I hope he doesn't take his frustrations out on this doctor. I appreciate that this doctor is speaking directly to me. I can feel my mother's heart shattering. I need to update my siblings. Fuck, am I just gonna keep having seizures now? What if I can't live alone now? Fuck, I wish I would have just died. I need to make sure they don't take me back to this hospital. I hope my insurance covers this shit. It probably won't. Whatever. Where's my pen? I need to start taking notes. And the second one, this is this is one I wrote more recently, kind of reminiscing on the beginning of this journey. For those of you who aren't familiar with San Diego, the trolley is like our metro or our L. It's like the public transportation here that sucks. So when I say trolley, it's not like it's not like a tour. It's like the public transportation. This is called Programmed for Death. I'm sitting on the trolley ride home, having successfully retrieved my medical record that tells the story of my most recent medical hospitalization, beginning with amnesia, seizures, and prolonged unconsciousness, eventually ending with an unspecified brain tumor diagnosis, prompting my current mission to gather a solid collection of medical opinions from my carefully researched list of neurosurgeons and neurologists. With my stack of MRI discs and hospital record in hand, I begin to skim through the notes that my amnesic brain never took. And I immediately notice that upon coming to consciousness amid my unremembered ride in the ambulance, I am directly quoted as explaining to the medics that I couldn't move for the past 2 days. I kept going in and out of consciousness, but I just wanted to let my dog out. And in fact, that is where they found me. Laying on the ground next to my blind dog's bed, roughly an hour away from being dead, I was seemingly somewhat aware that I was not functioning normally, but that didn't appear to bother me. I just wanted to let my dog out. I chuckled to myself in the mostly empty trolley, both unsurprised and amused by my lack of concern for my own survival. I make no mention of searching for my phone or yelling out for help, undisturbed by the disappearance of my awake steak, but clearly concerned that my dog needed to go to the bathroom. I may have been amnesic and forgotten to eat or hydrate, but I did not forget that I want to die. My brain clearly demonstrating that it is deeply wired to embrace any opportunity for death, which is something I've long known. I was the 7-year-old engineer who installed the software. As I hid in my childhood room, ridden with severe overwhelm, death was the one thing that made living seem possible. The fantasy that instantly soothed my suffering soul. And it was that same 7-year-old girl that was also the present me that felt gravely disappointed when I was told death was merely a moment away but didn't arrive, and she was now subsequently hopeful that this tumor just might turn out to be cancer, selfishly still fantasizing about a blameless way out of this lifelong pain, but knowing all too well that the universe doesn't seem to be very interested in letting me off that easy. But if I have to continue to be alive, I certainly prefer it to be seizure-free, as opposed to perpetually without the many freedoms I suddenly lost, thrusting me into a next-level lesson in gratitude that hasn't necessarily convinced me to want to live, but has certainly instilled a much deeper desire to live my life as me, as a more aligned version of me. A version I have been growing into for over a year now, since that trolley ride home, my tumor now surgically made smaller and revealed to not actually be cancer, my brain still admittedly wired to not want to be here, but I am learning how to wonder, how to consider what it might be like if someday there were a version of me that did. Thank you.
Wow, we are so happy to have you with us, Olivia. Yeah, everybody open your mics. Give some love to Olivia. Woohoo!
Olivia,
Thanks for sharing.
amazing.
Love you.
Thank you.
Yeah, what a great read.
Olivia.
Can you put the Palestinian poet's name in the chat, please?
Stay strong. We love you.
Yes, absolutely. I will. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, speaking of the chat, I know most of you know each other and are already friends, but if you put your Instagram handle in the chat, maybe somebody doesn't know, and we would love to have you share and create a bigger community. So thank you. Next up on the mic is Rick Spisak. Yeah, Rick. Bless
Thank you,
us
my
with some
friend.
words, my friend.
Thank you. My cover is going to be Jim Morrison's Celebration of the Lizard. Jim was a rocker and a poet, a filmmaker, and so many more things. Many of us, to me, he was someone who said, yes, poetry is good, poetry is powerful, it's more than just a love song. And here we go. This is an excerpt of his Celebration of the Lizard. Lions in the street and roaming, dogs in heat, rabid, foaming, a beast caged in the heart of the city. The body of his mother rotting in the summer ground. He fled the town, went down south and crossed the border, left the chaos and disorder back there over his shoulder. One morning he awoke in a green hotel with a strange creature groaning beside him. Sweat oozed from its shining skin. Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin. Wake up! You can't remember where it was had this dream stopped. The snake was pale gold, glazed and shrunken. We were afraid to touch it. The sheets were hot, dead prisms. And she was beside me. Old, she's not young. Her dark red hair, the white, soft skin. Now run to the mirror in the bathroom. Look, she's coming in here. I can't live through each slow century of her moving. I let my cheeks slide down the cool, smooth tile. Feel the good, cold, stinging blood, the smooth, hissing snakes of rain. Thank you, Jim. And now, a little piece of mine. We're going to go political tonight. This is called A Most Colorful Zillionaire. Let us take up a collection, not to embarrass this particular selection of this electoral eminence, to establish some kind of paltry preeminence. Let us question his noble, mobile supremacy, or dare question his evident legitimacy, where any candidate whose predominancy comes into question during this or any closely examined editorial selection. Everyone knows if he runs, he wins, or otherwise, it's a clear and obvious to anyone sin. But let us break out our wallets and spill our talents for this valiant, albeit errant, knight, and spill our purses as he nurses the smallest judicial reverses. And since scaring Donnie's karma has been suspended, he's as easily as the model's upended. He dismissed his valet, sends him to the darkest alley at the very start of the party. But send your pennies and your dollars, or he'll send out the dogs to tighten those electric spiky collars. Yes, his southern exposure of the bitchy-batchy barrels of stinking red inking corporate dribble, reputation shrivel, and while they drag his bankers to the brink, Russian rubles will rarely offer that kind of money and jewels to still such an unemployed fool. But this guy is proven to Putin he's quite as solid as he offers secrets off the pallet. Turns he round the daily leakage and hands off the waiting valet buckets is twice as violent as his campaign speakage. Send your money to him urgent before they place him before those legal civic surgeons who will digest and disgorge his phony fiscal costume scourge. So in the cell goes one more bozorific, greedy buffoon. Lucky the civic mansion still has room for even this rough cast, nasty old baboon.
Yeah, Rick, I love your political work. Absolutely love your vision. Totally 100% behind it. Yeah. Everybody,
your
open your
beautiful
mics and give some
brain.
love to Rick Spisak.
Love that
Yeah,
beautiful brain.
Rick.
Oh.
Yeah, Rick.
I get all my political news from you and Megas. That's how I know what's going on. You and Megas. I fucking love.
Okay, next up on the mic, we have Martin Parker, Parquillian. Will you share some words with us and bless us? Bless our mic.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think I read here recently a poem inspired by my favorite band, Renaissance. So I thought I would share a little bit more about them. They're a fascinating band with interesting history. They were formed from two members of the Yardbirds. One of the member going off to forming a little band called Led Zeppelin. But they had a lot of change over the years, first few years particularly, until it became a completely different band. But their first song from their first album, unfortunately, seems to apply to today's politics a little bit. So I thought I'd read you Kings and Queens by Renaissance. I believe it was written by Keith Ralph, the lyrics, the lead singer from Renaissance and the original band. Kings and queens are running wild, lonely for each other. Princes gallant are no more, staying undercover. Jesters' jokes aren't even funny, poking fun at sorrow. Lords and ladies hoard their riches, fearful for tomorrow. Fantasies turning into truth. Fantasies turning into truth. Knight in chromium-plated armor, looking for a reason. Kingdom's crops, so fresh and pure, are going out of season. Maidens locked in some far tower stay inside forever. Minstrels rhyming songs of reason, changing with the weather. Fantasies turning into truth. Fantasies turning into truth. And then I thought I'd read this poem of mine about someone I met in Japan who started to tell me about the history of Renaissance. That's where I started learning about it, and a bunch of other interesting music and other interesting things in life. I have no idea whether this is an elegy at this point, since we lost touch after came back from Japan. But this is called MLR. We met on a late night train to Sendai. Upon a tag, she signed her name while standing on luggage to let people by, and added these words, avoid the plane. She turned beyond to prog folk tales with ice cubes as thin as the dawn of the day, while the horse she rented by mucking out stalls in her dreams like Ian was skating away. At later meetings, judgments were made with praise for a seasonal Renaissance scene, whose origins into illusion would fade, with disdain for a painting described by a queen. She conjured up visions of dungeons she'd build, where dragons would fly with thread in the sky, and casually through her lips the word spilled. By 35, she'd rather die. I snapped a shot, but she turned away shy toward clearings that forms like mountains surround, while cherry blossoms floated on by along the former castle ground. Somewhere I still have that tag she once signed, the night we met on that crowded train, a pearl of wisdom gleaned from her mind, and ever I endeavor to avoid the plane. Thank you very much.
Oh my God, that was gorgeous. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for
So beautiful.
sharing that moment with us. I felt like we all had that experience because of that. Like, thank you for that. That was beautiful.
Thank you very much. Fond memories.
Muted. I'm muted. Everybody open your mics, give some love to Parquillian. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, as
Parquillian.
always,
Wow.
of your art, of your words.
And next up on the mic, we have Cee Santos. Cee, will you bless us with some words?
Woo! Yes, I will.
Yay. Glad you're feeling better.
Yes, thank you. This month has been complete shit, but I'm finally feeling better. All right, I have some super duper old poems from 2015. All right. Okay. Don't let me go. Butterflies are on the rise. Beautiful giggles and laughter every time. The flame is flickering intensely. Our desire level amped up to 5. I would give anything to not come down from this high. Walking on a tightrope when I'm home, trying to dodge the attitude and jealousy when feelings come afloat. But when I talk to you, I tie the rope around my waist, ready to take that leap of faith. Regardless of what the outcome may be, my thoughts still go back to you and me. Give me the chance to make you smile, amp our level higher and higher. I hear the urgency in your voice. Let the butterflies out, don't give them a choice. When you come down from your cloud 9, I hope you see, I regret nothing. My thoughts will still lead back to you and me. Sorry if this poem is corny or cheesy. Writing this wasn't exactly easy. Take those butterflies and swallow them whole. Despite what you think, you might regret letting me go. So that was poem number 1. This one is from 2014. It's called Hunger Pains. I'm trying to listen to my mind, keeping our goodbye, but my heart beats your name, waiting for the torture to subside from your game. Read between the lines. You really never wanted me by your side. Infect me with your voice. Every time I close my eyes, I still see that smug look on your face. Your love is a dark hole, a void that just can't be placed. It kills me that I can't hate you, no matter how hard I try. I can't grasp what keeps pulling me back into your demonic life. Abused and lost, angry and tossed, bruised to the bone, despite it being broken, being with you always felt like home. And my last poem, also from 2014, Broken Down. Defeated and drained, waiting for this cold misery to whisk me away. Distant and alone, even though you're right there, I start to reach out. Instead, I touch the silence in the air. I don't know when I stopped trying to care, regardless if it's fair. I refuse to be stripped and bare. I hide the rawness of my heart so you would never know what's really there. It's quite the scare. Seeing the rip and tear, I don't remember when my smile stopped glowing, stopped the tears from flowing. My mind must be slowly going. My thoughts are rotting from the inside out. I see it showing. Still, I have no doubts what it's really about. It's funny how 5 years ago, from 2014, it's funny how 5 years ago, I was turned so vulnerable and numb, wishing I could turn back time to the scene with the gun. aim it at my head, and finally be done. I don't care if it's dumb. At least a memory of me would be barely a crumb. What a waste of time living this ridiculous life, continuously waiting for the last drip of the knife. Thank you.
See, that was
Ooh,
fire.
yeah, fire, intense, see, really intense. Well done. Very
Thank
Thank
you.
nice.
you. Thank you for not using that bullet back then, cause we all get to be blessed with your presence now. So thank you for still being here, CC. We love you. And in that second poem, was it I hate myself for not being able to hate you, or what was that line? That shit was deep.
Yes, I said, hold on, let me get back to it real quick. I said, no, that's the one I just read. Which one? What line?
It was the second line. It was something like, I hate myself for not being able to hate you, or something. Or
I said, your love is like a dark hole, a void that just can't be placed. It kills me that I can't hate you, no matter how hard I try. I can't grasp what keeps pulling me back into your demonic life.
Wow. Intense. I'm
that
looking
shit, it
forward to
kills me that I
collaborating
can't
with you.
hate you, no matter how hard I try. Fucking it. I
Thank you.
smell a CC feature coming up soon on Fridays. What do y'all think?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
please.
Yes, please.
All right, we'll get CC booked up in it. We want to hear more.
Okay.
You want me to go now?
Okay.
You want me to go now?
No,
Is that
no,
what
we
you're
have a
saying?
list.
Oh,
We have a
got it.
list.
Okay, okay.
So next up on the mic is Poetik Desire. Easter, will you bless us with some words, please?
Hello, everyone. How are you? Can you hear me all right?
Yes, we can hear you. Great.
It's great to be here. All right. I'm going to share a short one from a friend of mine that goes by Undetermined Cause called Self-Worth. Sending up smoke signals, my flame reduced to embers that are smoldering out and rendered to ash, swept away by the wind, leaving only charred ground as a temporary memorial of what was lost or maybe gained. Right. This next one from mine, I've always liked Maya Angelou's Be a Rainbow in Someone's Clouds. So this one's called Rainbow in the Clouds. I need life's rainbows to brighten my cloudy days, pull me far away from these blanketed skies of gray, blessing upon me protection from imminent storms, colorful rays of hope revealing that all will be right come morn. As life's stormy clouds come rolling on in, pouring raindrops of fear obscuring my vision, possibility of hope these foreboding moments enshroud, till I find what I seek, a rainbow in those clouds, whose rays of light are always within view. My path to find that light is for me to choose, to go it alone or become my own rainbow of hope, or to search for other rainbows who can help me cope. Do I go around this cloud with hesitation, careful not to provoke the storm as I tiptoe around its edges, hoping its omnipotent presence won't intensify till I've discovered assistance from a rainbow ally? Or do I push through this cloud with determination to become my own way of hope, my own inspiration, with courage to stand my own ground, no longer running for cover, seek that rainbow within me to break through these storms that hover? Whichever path I may choose to cast out these stormy clouds, the light is always there to be sought after and found. And once I found that rainbow in the clouds of life's despairs, I hope I've learned to rise above those clouds, aspire to become something so rare, a ray of light that shines hope through even the stormiest of days, protection found beneath my colorful archways. Now look up and see your gray skies cleared, for I, your rainbow in the clouds, says, never fear, I am here. And one more, because it's Women's History Month, I'm going to share you one of my new ones for this year. A Woman's Worth. The glimmering essence of her divine presence reflects glorious beauty transcending the ages, attracting wandering stargazes. She walks with purposeful poise, as graceful as a gazelle, with her head held high to the sky, even though her insecurities cower in fear inside. She wore emblems of her worth adorned with sparkling, glittery jewelry, draped in attire to be admired, hair groomed to her desired perfection, awaiting your compliments to blush her complexion. She's a fantasy not to be objectified, no room for fallacies in this reality, seeking to be respected and understood, not belittled and undervalued. For she is the mothering miracle of life, co-creator of inhabitants of earth, where no man could ever bear this obligation, the pinnacle pains and power of childbirth. Her riches may seem out of reach. She may flaunt attributes that appear out of your league. But do not ask her price, for it cannot be fully paid. All she ever asks for in return is the cost of your love and appreciative accolades. Because her worth lies in being stronger than a samurai, thinking wiser than wide-eyed owls, exhibiting more friendliness than Casper, yet remains as mysterious as the Bermuda Triangle. She's a healer of all boo-boos, sculptor of tomorrow's future, teacher of ethics and morality, the heroine in everyone's story, a sacrificial pawn, taking bullets for your glory. She smiles through any hurt she faces. She is sunshine even through her darkest storms, showering thundering revelations upon skies of reflective rainbows, bridging her treasures. Treasures so vast and priceless, her worth purified with dignified fierceness. She's the spice of life that shakes things up, yet can tame the wildest of animals to fall prey to her bed of comfort. Her womanly worth is a faceted fame. Please do not ever disgrace her name. Though seen as a pillar of society, her greatest foundational accessory is her caring heart worn upon her crafted sleeves of empathetic art you can't thwart nor tear apart, yet she sometimes forgets the value of her own worth, always the most vulnerable for giving so much of herself. So treat every woman like the queen she is, for her ultimate worth is born out of each life force she's birthed and nurtured every day thereafter. She is an everyday survivor worthy of receiving in return all that she's put out into the world. Her worth has then become defined as womanly offerings, radiating treasures harnessed. End poems. Good night.
Oh my God, I'm such a huge fan. Oh my God.
No.
Spectacular. Yeah.
Thank you.
Fantastic work. Everybody open your mics. Give some love to Easter Poetic Desire.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
So powerful. Yes.
Healer of all boo-boos really stuck with me. I
Right,
love that.
that one got me too, bro. Bob, I'm trying to type and you typed it faster than me, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm still gonna type it because I started typing it, and she needs to know that that was a dope line right there.
Thank you. I liked it too. I was like, I'll put it in.
Okay. Next up, Hayes. Debbie Segal was supposed to go next, but she dropped out, unfortunately. We will not be blessed with her words tonight. So Hayes Berry, hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Man, I was thinking about covering a Debbie poem, and I was gonna ask her if she was cool with it.
She'll be cool. Do it anyway. She'll watch the video.
All right. Well, do y'all think it's okay that I cover it? I mean, I have her book.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
yeah, absolutely.
Actually, so I want to do mine, and then I don't want to follow Debbie. So I'm going to strategically do mine first.
Go for it.
All right. This is a new thing. So if you don't know, if you're not a nerd, and you don't play video games, in a competitive video game, if you type GG to someone, it basically means I give up, you win, and it's like a handshake, like good job. And I played a game of chess against a pro StarCraft 2 player that I'm a big fan of, and we're both novice chess players. I happened to win the game, and when he typed the word GG to me, this was my experience. So this is GG for M. Canning. When I saw it, I knew the way of the Titan, that this was the core, not the glory or the adulation, that above all the rest of it, this is the center. This is the furnace propelling this Leviathan. This is the essence of what he can do that I cannot. This is the point in the field where I halt and buck. This is the demarcation from where he is still striding off into the dark woods as I turn away, saying, I'm too tired, it's too dark, I'm afraid, I want to go home. And he slips further into the thicket, the sounds of his footsteps trailing away into nothingness. GG. Worn like a shield of arms, you should have beheld the size and sharpness of the great blade, its terrible gleam in the sun. GG. The one who stands before the intolerable visage of his failure dies as his failure dies, shatters as he has been shattered, immolates as he has been burned, and builds anew the incorporation of death into his life, to willingly become the shadow over and over and over and over, and to live as the shadow until light slowly returns, to burn, to really feel the skin fall from your bones. GG. Look beneath you. Note these imprints. The great beasts roam these lands. Their footprints span the size of a typical body. The indentation is filled by a cool mist. These who would stare at death, failure, for so long the tether binding sign and symbol erodes, and the letters rearrange. Failure, you railed against it. Failure, a rule. Failure, I rule. Failure, I rule me. And this is the motion of these incomprehensible leviathans, swimming in skies only imagination knows. Except for those few who come to carry failure as a coat of arms. He has died many deaths, has been reborn so many times, made real and new and simple and clean and sacred. I hold my deaths dear to my chest now, Chris, mimicking on the ground like a child the motions I imagined from my memory of the mythology of the leviathans of many deaths and how violent that light. Thank you.
Yo, fuck, dude, I'm a hardcore gamer. You can ask my wife, and like, bro, that shit hit me in the boo boo.
Wow.
I need the
Hey,
healer
that
of
was
all boo
terrific.
boos.
Yeah. For real. Every time I lose a game, I need the healer of all boo-boos, but not these pro players, man. They take these losses and they learn from it and they really grow from it. All right, so my cover is from Debbie Siegel's 1975. This was written by a 14-year-old Debbie Siegel. It has no right to be this good by any 14-year-old. So this is called Melancholy. On a Thursday in 1975. Tears running out of my eyes. It's such a happy shame. Walking with his hand in my back pocket, remembering the feeling, rolling in my stomach like an evening back massage. Seeing grandparents dancing slow and cool to the music of their days under a silver ball of diamonds and light, like the ocean, never stopping, never still, calm and rhythmic, like so many raindrops close enough together, moving as one, rhythm itself. Wanting to smile, crying instead, and it feels so good. I think they call this melancholy, but I'm not even thinking, not trying. There's already so much there, and it can't be dirtied because it's so naive and so beautiful, and it's me, like rocking a spayed cat to sleep. The moon is white like me. I'm a child and I don't even know it. I can see more than from a child's eyes. I hear more than a child wants to hear. I'd like to see you in the raw under the stars above. The music starts slow like it knows. Then it builds. It wants you to know. It's the best I can do with this piece. and the bisexual girl does the shimmy to Ohio players. We're all so cool and fine, and I'm known like fire, like moon, like weed.
I can see why you didn't want to follow Debbie. Even a cover of
Yeah.
Debbie. Like, oh my God,
Wow.
that was
14 years
awesome.
old. Genius is wisdom and youth. That is pure genius right there. Great read, Hayes. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, what a terrific piece. Wow.
14-year-old
Okay.
I loved your piece too. That was dope.
Yeah.
And
That was awesome.
Yeah, I have to send you a message about your piece later. Where you and I are gonna have a chat about that last poem.
Cheers.
So everybody open your mics for Hayes, Barry, and get ready. Prepare yourself. Strap in for CC Arshagra.
Man, I'm gonna throw some love to Chris Van Noy from New York. I don't know if anyone knows him. He was the big poet laureate of the U.S. from 2018 to 2018-19 year from National Beat Poetry Foundation. This is his piece. Life's not easy in the streets. I see him every day pushing overloaded shopping carts to click-clack over the cracks in the sidewalk, city stalkers, nomads of the 21st century. Here comes One-Tooth Sue. She talks to herself, remembers when she was prom queen. See there how she turns away from her reflection in the plate glass window. She's wondering who the old wrinkled woman is. Did you hear her? Not me, not me, not me. And there's Mark the Shark flipping cards on the pavement. Come on, bro, watch these cards slipping and sliding. I know you'll win this time. 2 down, 1 up. Which one? Which one? Only $1. Later, man. I'll show this dude around town. Bald Betty over there wraps remnants of old blankets around her head, sings old church hymns too. When she can remember the words, cancer treatment took what little savings she had after the house was sold. And there's Three Finger Joe tipping that bottle ripple skyward, squeezes his eyes shut against the sun, catching breaths between swallows. He's breathing lightly today, trying to hide the pain of those 2 busted ribs. Goddamn punks. They wouldn't have messed with me 10 years ago. I would have kicked both their asses good. See those 2 missing fingers on his right hand? That's what ended his boxing career. Broke his spirit and spit him out onto these streets of piss and booze. There's Wanda waiting over by the shelter door with her 2 dirty-faced kids trying to hide her fear and humiliation and the swelling on the side of her face, swearing silently to her face, to herself, this is going to be the last time he's ever going to hit her. For the second time this month, she won't press charges. What can the cops do? I see them all the time, every day. I know most of them, all the regulars anyway. They're just ordinary people, just trying to get by on what they got, scraping like the rest of us. Only most of them have to scrape a little harder, dig a little deeper into their souls just to survive these days. Life's not easy here on the street. Hell, it's not easy anywhere nowadays. Always someone waiting in the dark alley around the corner where the street lamps don't shine, waiting to bash your head in with a lead pipe. And for what? These people ain't got nothing, man, but the clothes on their backs. But he says he can see their spirits go. He always howls just like an old hound dog. Woo, woo, woo. I heard him howling a while ago over that way. Mean he seen something dead. I wonder who it is this time. You can be sure, Buddy howls, that someone's done, gone, and meet his maker. Well, it's almost time to get in line for the mission. It's good food. Once you get past the preaching, you want to come? Well, all right. Maybe see you tomorrow. Introduce you to some more people who live down here on the streets where only pennies shine in the hot sun. Chris Van Noy, from his book, What is Beat? And I'm going to read I'm doing a lot of lyrics. I'm trying to get into music publishing and licensing with my stuff. And I'm going to be publishing chapbooks of a few poets coming up soon. And then I'm going to go back to 1980 and I'm going to start publishing and maybe recording my children's poems and songs and putting out a little book about that too. This is one of those from this is old. This was actually sung in Hartford, but on a mimeograph, what do you call overhead projector thing, by a guy named Joe Young, who's too big a story, but he's doing really, really well. He's making a lot of noise in Hartford right now, big time. Anyway, way back when he was a cartoonist, and he had the first syndicated African-American cartoon character called Scruples, syndicated. And so he drew a picture of Scruples, Joe, the guy's name was Joe, I think, and he put on overhead, and he had the whole school auditorium sing a version of this poem. I'll read it. It's good enough to be human. It's good enough to be born. It's good enough to love your community. It's good enough to share your time here. It's good enough to be true to yourself. It's good enough to do your best. And it's good enough to know in your heart, for the world, you take care. Good enough. It's a nice little ditty of a song, too. Thank you. Big love. I'm painting and scraping and working, so I'm tired, but I got to get back to it. I'll hang a little while. Sorry I'm late. Love you all.
Cheers. Everybody give it up for Cece Arshagra. Cece.
Cece.
So now to end out the show,
Yes.
we are blessed with Godchild the Omen.
A new voice on the mic,
Yeah.
Godchild the Omen. Yeah. Everybody give it up. Welcome. Welcome to Chaos Magic, Godchild.
Welcome.
Yeah. 2 up, 2 down. I'm from Virginia. What's going on? I was Catalyst. I was with your husband the other night. That sounds crazy, but yeah, we was online the other night. We was online the other night, and yeah, we connected and whatnot. But yeah, I wanted to share something else.
Loves you, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with Easter, and yeah, I'm about to see my brother in a minute, and I just wanted to share something before I left out. And y'all want to do like something by somebody else first? Is that what it was?
Yeah, we do a cover
Okay,
and then an
I do
original.
something by somebody else. Okay, I'll give some advice. Don't put your hands where you wouldn't put your face. End of poem. Yeah, look, I got applause. I like it. I like it. Snaps, all that. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, this is a true story. This is a true story right here. Both of us are naked, but only one of us is exposed. Present but distant, incoherent, innermost utterings provoked by pills and alcohol. See, I'm inside her, but I'm nowhere near where she really is. Kids, work, bad decisions in men, self-medicating, self-prescribed. So her booty call to me was something like a call for help. She is offering herself in return for attention, a temporary fix, but in the moment it is so permanent. See, I'm looking for another condom when she needs a tourniquet. Her flaws require gauze in the form of a man's arm. See, I heard fuck me when she really said love me. Not that I wasn't paying attention, just when you're at attention, it's hard to listen attentively, especially
when she says one thing, but it's not what she really means. Telling me she wants me, but that's not what she really needs. I didn't know I was the last resort she would have to resort to. Look, she's hurt. I'm horny. I'm about to bust. She is on the brink of tears. Substituting quarters for comfort just for someone to be here, then waking up forgetting she even invited me there. Like I just suddenly appeared. I mean, sobs in my arms, convulsions in my palms, Kama Sutra or Psalms. She didn't need Godchild. She just needed God. But a child is what she settles for, a simple metaphor, but so complicated. And sex was only complicated. And I feel obligated to a woman I'm not even involved with. Shit. Now we are both exposed, past bones. She cried herself to sleep next to my heartbeat. That's it. That's it.
This bit, that's it. That's it.
Was that just a
That's
tale?
it.
Was that written down, or you just told the true story?
No, it's written down.
It was excellent. Excellent, excellent. Give it up for Godchild the Omen. Welcome him to the mic here at Chaos Magic.
Godchild. Yeah. It had that freestyle feel to it.
No,
please, bro.
Straight from here, and I wrote it down, and I got albums. Like I got albums. Oh my God. Hold up. I got albums.
Right.
Digital and hard copies. I got 5 albums I've been doing.
We finna link up, bro. I got you on some rounds, bro.
You already
I never
other-
released mine. I have some, but I never talk about it. The ID English dialogue poems from 2011.
I got my American Sentence book. All right, cool.
Godchild, could you put your social media in the
Yeah,
in the
put
chat,
your
please?
social media in there, your website, whatever you got.
Thomas just followed over me over here.
Downloads, your
We got group over here. We good.
I don't do the streaming thing.
I am Groot.
Yeah, I am.
I am. Oh, yeah, baby. That's dope.
I will make sure to give you a follow, Godchild 360, Godchild the Omen. Welcome again to Chaos Magic. And that, I think, brings us to the last poet of the evening, who will be me. I'm going to do 2 pieces. Not always usual, but I think I have a little bit of extra time tonight. So I'm going to start off with, oops, I have blown it. Here we go. This is called Visions of the Future for David Bowie. We are confronted with 2 diametrically opposed visions of the future. Under pressure that burns a building down, splits a family in 2, puts people on streets. An open, tolerant society that values the rights of all individuals. We can be heroes forever and ever. Or a repressive, intolerant society that devalues women, minorities, and the LGBTQ community. They'll split your pretty cranium and fill it full of air and tell you that you're 80, but brother, you won't care. You'll be shooting up on anything, tomorrow's never there. Beware the savage jaw of 1984. Fascism is on the march, and we must stand in firm opposition to it. To be insulted by these fascists, it's so degrading, and it's no game. I will fight to my last breath for a brighter future where all people can live free. I demand a better future, or I might just stop wanting you. I might just stop wanting you. Please make sure we get tomorrow. All this pain and all this sorrow. I demand a better future where everyone can express their gender and sexuality as they see fit. Rebel, rebel, you've torn your dress. Rebel, rebel, your face is a mess. Rebel, rebel, how could they know? Hot tramp, I love you so. Where no one who claims to speak for some God can impose their will on us all. I'm afraid of Americans. God is an American. God is an American. I'm afraid of Americans. Where all children can live free from the omnipresent fear of gun violence and death. Young American, he wants a young American, all right. He wants a young American. Do you remember your President Nixon? Do you remember the bills you have to pay, or even yesterday, where everyone is free to vote and participate in the marketplace of ideas? I'll stick with you, baby, for 1,000 years. Nothing's gonna touch you in these golden years. Gold, where earth is respected and cherished as truly sacred. For here am I sitting in a tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. Will you work for this vision of a brighter future, or will we be led into Gilead's dismal embrace, a jackboot to the face for all eternity? For this is not America, sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la. This is not America, no. Or freedom for all. The choice is as stark and as simple as that. I feel free. I feel free. I feel free. The future's unwritten, so let's write a better one. Thank you. And I have a cover for you tonight. This is the Chemical Brothers, The Golden Path. As I walked along the supposed golden path, I was confronted by a mysterious specter, 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 specter. He pointed to the graveyard over on yonder hill. I paused in cosmic reflection, confused in how and wondering how I came to die, die, die. I was confused. For if I was dead, how and why did I die? But I composed myself and I decided I should face him. But I stood paralyzed on the supposed golden path, and I was confronted by a powerful demon force. They said it was the devil, and when he spoke, his words flowed like glowing lava from the mouth of a volcano. And I said, help me, Lord, help me, Lord, help me, Lord, help me, Lord. I found myself in some kind of hell, some kind of hell, some kind of hell. But I did not believe in a heaven and hell, world and opposites kind of reality. And I gained control of myself, and I decided to press on. And as I walked alone along the supposed golden path, I was trembling with fear of all the lions and wizards yet to come. I seen it in the distance, silver mountains rising high in the clouds, and a voice from above did whisper some shining answer from the womb. Please forgive me. I never meant to hurt you. Please forgive me. I never meant to hurt you. Please forgive me. I never meant to hurt you. As I walked along, please forgive me. I never meant to hurt you. As I walked along, please forgive me. I never meant to hurt you. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our lovely host, Magus. You are amazing and beautiful, and we love
Thank you, everyone. Good to see some new faces and
Beautiful
voices.
singing.
Thank you to everyone. Thank you for all that
Everybody
you
open your
are.
mics and give some love to Catalyst, my beloved co-host.
Yes,
she is
Catalyst. She's fabulous.
fabulous, genius,
Yay,
Catalyst.
there you go.
Yay.
I love you guys. Hope you have
Love
a
you
wonderful
all.
week.
This has been a great evening. I'm so happy that everyone was here to share in this lovely evening of poetry and genius and magic. And I will say goodnight to you all now. Love you all. Goodbye.
Thank you
night,
for the sharing
everyone.
of other people. Thank you for bringing that to us.
Good night.
Love you.
Cheers.